My siblings. Growing up in a house full of laughter, small arguments, and endless memories, I realized that having siblings is one of the greatest blessings life can offer. My siblings are not just people who share the same blood as me. They are my first friends, my secret keepers, my greatest teachers, and the people who truly understand me when no one else does. I have two siblings, an older sister and a younger brother. They are completely different from each other, yet both have shaped the person I am today. My sister, Emma, is 4 years older than me. She has always been the responsible one, the person who takes care of everyone. My younger brother, Daniel, is 5 years younger than me, full of energy and mischief. Together, we are like three colors on a single painting, different but somehow creating a perfect picture. When I was a child, I used to follow my sister everywhere. I admired her for being smart, confident, and gentle. She would help me with my homework, fix my hair, and tell me stories before bed. I remember the nights when our parents came home late from work. She would cook instant noodles for us and pretend to be a chef. We would sit in our tiny kitchen, laughing over bowls of noodles, feeling like the happiest kids in the world. Looking back now, I realize how much she sacrificed for us, even as a child herself. My younger brother, Daniel, was born when I was 5. I still remember holding him for the first time. Such a tiny, fragile creature who wouldn't stop crying. At first, I didn't like him because he took away all the attention from me. But as he grew older, he became the heart of our home. His laughter filled every corner, and his curiosity made our days brighter. We fought, of course, over toys, over who got the bigger piece of cake, over almost everything. Yet, even in our fights, there was love. I could never stay angry with him for long, especially when he came to me with his puppy eyes and whispered, "I'm sorry." There were days when we would all fight like cats and dogs, and our parents would have to step in. But the next morning, we would wake up and act as if nothing had happened. That's the magic of siblings. No matter how much you argue, you know deep down that you could never live without them. The bond is unbreakable, formed by shared childhood memories, late-night talks, and secrets that only we know. One of the most memorable moments in my life was when our grandmother passed away. It was a dark and painful time for our family. I remember sitting quietly in my room, feeling empty and lost. Then, my sister came in, sat beside me, and held my hand. My brother joined us too, wrapping his small arms around me. We didn't say anything, we just stayed together. At that moment, I realized that family is not just about living under the same roof. It's about holding each other up when everything else falls apart. As we grew older, our paths began to change. My sister went to university in another city, and suddenly, the house felt quiet. I missed hearing her voice in the morning and her laughter in the evening. My brother and I often stayed up late talking about her, wondering what she was doing. Whenever she came home during holidays, it felt like sunshine returning after a long winter. She would bring us small gifts and stories about her life outside, and we would stay up late just talking and laughing again. Now, my brother is also growing up fast. He's no longer the little boy who needed my help with everything. Sometimes, I look at him and can't believe how tall and mature he's become. But even now, when I feel sad or stressed, he notices. He'll knock on my door and say, "Want to go for ice cream?" That simple gesture reminds me that no matter how old we become, the love between siblings never changes. Having siblings means you never walk through life alone. They are the people who saw your best and your worst, who know your embarrassing childhood stories but love you anyway. They teach you patience, forgiveness, and unconditional love. When the world feels cold and distant, the thought of my siblings gives me strength and comfort. Sometimes I imagine the future, the three of us as adults, each living our own lives, maybe in different cities or even different countries. But I know that distance will never weaken our bond. There will always be phone calls, video chats, and family gatherings filled with laughter and stories. And someday, when we each have our own children, I hope they too will grow up knowing the joy of having siblings, the kind of love that is loud, messy, and absolutely irreplaceable. When people ask me what home means, I don't think of a house or a place. I think of my siblings, their voices, their laughter, the feeling of belonging when we're together. They are my home, no matter where I go or what happens in life. In the end, I've learned that siblings are one of life's most precious gifts. We may not say it often, but deep down, we know that we love each other more than words can express. We've grown up together, cried together, and laughed until our stomachs hurt. And though life will change, that bond, that unspoken love will stay forever.